As you know, this next speech will be about the digital graveyard. Well, in this speech, it'll be about tone, it'll be about quality, it'll be about rate. But you know, in this setting, you have to project your voice if you want to be heard, or you can be silent. So we're going to hear from Andrei. He will give a powerful speech, a speech that should be heard by everyone, hopefully in the park today, or may not be heard. But it's about lessons that are passed on from your parents to your grandparents. But I'll leave it to him to give you the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Moments before your last breath. You close your eyes for the last time. And then what happens? You can hear a lot of near-death experiences. You can hear about people talking about how they see this tunnel of light. There are people who are talking about seeing past relatives that tell them it's not their time and to go back. So in a summary, you close your eyes and then it's over. It's like you're watching your life movie for the very last time. And there's only one spectator in the cinema, and that is you. Or is it that so? Does it really have to be that way? Now, I've been very fond of tips and tricks and advices and things that get passed on from father to son, from mom to daughter, things that get naturally inherited in the family and passed on to your children. And what I came up to the conclusion is that everybody starts somewhere. Now, to have the idea of what a digital graveyard might be sounds a very cold and very intricate topic. But I, for example, had been in the situation where I had to say goodbye, to leave somebody behind, somebody very dear of me. And because everything that you have to do in your life has to have meaning, you have to rise above the noise. You have to see what's going on, make a summary and move on. I thought that, well, if we're living in a digital area, then why not take everything that we think of and just turn it around a little bit. Now, there is, for every individual, there is a timeline. Yeah, there are good moments and there are bad moments. The good moments are usually overpriced and they're put somewhere way up above. And the bad moments are usually overlooked, or, oh, that was such a bad time when I was completely broke and I had no place to live. But still, we go on and we make this something out of a life, of the school of life. What if you had the possibility to put a collection of all these bad and good moments, put them together and present them as your life movie? Something that you would be able to show somebody else, hey, this is what my life is all about. This is what I would like you to learn from my mistakes. Wouldn't that be great? I want to take you on a small journey. I want you to think back on the last time that you spoke with your father. Was it a pleasant conversation? Did you get any useful advice? Mostly yes, yeah? Or maybe not. Try to look back on the other side. When was the last time you talked with your mother? Was it also a pleasant conversation? Or not? It doesn't have to be. In Romania, there is a cemetery called the Happy Cemetery, the Merry Cemetery. It's an allegory of making fun of death. It's a happy cemetery because people go there and they're being put down to, let's say, sleep, but what they pass on is something from their life, something that shows that even though they're not still among us, their experiences lives on through other people. We live nowadays in a digital area. Everything that we do is being tracked down, recorded, stored, saved, and can be played back to us almost every time. We live in a era where everything that we think is mostly indexed and stored somewhere. So I bring to you this idea of Samsung patented an idea in 2014 about a lens, a contact lens that has an incorporated camera in it so that you can store videos, pictures, images, and control it either through your smartphone, or nowadays there are these machine human interface devices that actually are being controlled by your thoughts. So that means that you can actually control devices through your thoughts. Now, I would like to take you a step forward. How do you think that the human race is actually evolving? Is technology actually helping us to evolve, or is it some keeping us down? And this is why all of a sudden we have this rise of spirituality. People are going back to what is the true essence of myself? Why do I have to live in the moment, the present, of the power of now? And why is it that it's a battle, so to say, between being connected and being connected to nature, to something else? From all of this experience, imagine that you would have the possibility to save this life movie, crop it, make happy moments and good moments, lessons that you would like to pass on to somebody else, and now imagine the last moment where everything is done for you in this world. Having the ability to live into this digital area would create a digital graveyard where, instead of going with flowers and grief to somebody, you would go there and have the ability to see what has been the other person's life about. We have recording devices, we have playback devices like this virtual reality, augmented reality caskets, and how about a digital graveyard where it's no longer so sad, but it's more like a lesson to pass on. So with that in mind, what is your life movie going to be about?